He said, she said, take one. Hello! Welcome to our dining room. We are doing a new vodcast. We are calling it He Said, She Said because we love to interact with you guys, and I come at it with my opinion. Joey's got his opinion.
Mostly the better opinion.
This is the better opinion. And we just want to have a discussion with you guys and tell you more about what inspires us and what we're dealing with, and also answer your questions. So that's sort of the goal, right?
Yeah.
I just have to do a disclaimer because I sound very nasally, and that is because I came down with what I'm calling the holiday plague.
So did I. Joey
did too. But I think that Joey has had more colds in his life than I have had because...
True.
He fought it way better than I did, and I am now on... I suffered through 6 days of being really sick, and on the 7th day, I took antibiotics.
What does it mean that I got less sick than you got? And just that I've had more colds? What does that mean? Does that mean I'm better than you?
You're better at fighting viruses than I am the rhinovirus because you've had more of them, because you're just a snotty, dirty, germy dude. I mean, let's be honest. So anyways, on to what this is all about. So you guys, I posted on Instagram and Facebook about having you guys submit your questions because we want to answer your questions. We're starting out the new year with this new kind of like more intimate format. This isn't going to replace our other videos, but it's just sort of a fun...
It's a new series.
It's a new series. He said, she said. So a lot of you submitted your questions, so thank you so much. And we're going to answer as many as we can.
Let's do it.
First one. What should we answer first?
Let's just...
Joey, you decide.
Well, this is fitting because it's the new year. How do you put glitter in your farts? No. We'll wait on that one.
I love that one. Hilarious. I'm a sucker for
well,
fart jokes.
Fine. Let's just answer that one. Zmon B wrote on Instagram.
Zyman B. I don't know. Zimone
B said, "How do I put glitter in my farts?"
I really appreciate you asking the hard-hitting questions.
Is glitter farts a real thing?
Hang on, I want to show them Roxanne because she's like cleaning herself on the kitchen floor, and you can kind of see her moving around behind me. So just so you guys know that I don't have like a weird little amoeba. It's Roxanne the cat, who's also part of He Said, She Said. Because she's a girl, and we also have Winston, who's a boy, so they may weigh in as well.
According to Google, glitter farts come from unicorns and strippers.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to a real topic.
Well, actually, I do have something to say about glitter farts.
Okay.
Because a while ago, I think this was like something going around on Tumblr or something they were posting, and I Instagrammed this picture as well. It's a picture of capsules filled with glitter, like those little like pill capsules, and you can apparently eat these capsules and then your poop has glitter in it.
Okay, well, we don't recommend doing
But like, we don't recommend doing that, and I don't know that then that would mean that you would fart glitter.
No, you can't fart glitter.
And it also sounds like it might scrape up your insides.
Glitter farts, myth busted.
Glitter farts, not sure if it's possible. You could.
I'm gonna go with not possible.
Here's what else you could do. You could put like a little bit of shimmery eyeshadow. In like a
We're done with this. We're done with this question. Moving on. Here we go. Zaniel Yap.
Okay.
Zian. It could be Zaniel. Zan-L-E app.
Well,
Zaniel. I'm sure it's Zaniela P.
Okay, whatever.
Mr. K, what is your happiest moment in your life this 2014?
Well, thank you, Zaniela app, for submitting this question. What has been my favorite moment? Definitely one of the happiest moments was moving into our new house. And we've been documenting it, or we did document it with OMG, which I know a lot of you guys are asking us often.
Yeah.
If we're going to bring it back and when and how and why. And
We are. When is another question.
we are because...
Sometime this year, because we got to
sometime
finish
this year.
our freaking house.
Yeah, we definitely want to finish it this year. So, yeah.
More home makeover.
More OMG stuff.
Shows.
So that was a big moment. What about you, Joey?
That moment included me.
Okay, well, that was your happiest moment?
My happiest moment of 2014?
Yeah. I will say that another happy moment for me,
Uh-huh.
just like a relief moment, happy moment, was finishing the book.
Yes. That was crazy.
Is due out this year. So
Not until May.
not until May.
Hold your horses.
Don't get
one thing at a time.
But
we'll let you know.
We'll let you know. We'll keep you posted. But it was such a big undertaking, and I'm so excited about it that it was one of my happiest moments.
Yeah, that was a happy moment. What I really enjoyed in 2014 was our honeymoon. I say honeymoon because Kate doesn't like the hallmarkness of it. The hallmarkness of it?
Wait, you just said honeymoon. You said honeymoon.
No, I know, but I said it with air quotes.
Air quotes?
Kate's a modern girl. She wants everything to be...
I mean, that doesn't... Okay. I'll let you explain what you think is going through, is what I think.
About what? About why I have to put honeymoon in air quotes?
Yeah.
Because it's classic. It's not rethinking the system, getting married, going on a honeymoon. It's kind of like what everyone does. And, you know, Kate likes to be different, as do I. She doesn't like to do things classic. And
Okay, wait, I have to interject. That's not... It's not because it's classic. There's a lot of classic things I like.
Wait, by the way, for the record,
Yeah.
this is what I like about you.
That I like to... It's not... I don't do things differently just to be different. I like to... No. I like to have things make sense to me.
I know, I'm kidding.
So it's not... I don't do it... It's not like I go... It's not like I'm rebelling by doing it. Just to be different, to be different. I'm doing things differently because I just... It has to make sense to me. It has to be my way of interpreting the world.
Which I think it was. We got married at a courthouse in East LA. It was hilarious. You were wearing a cat shirt. I was wearing some stupid shirt. And then we whisked off to Tahiti, which was my highlight of 2014.
Okay. Well, we whisked back
Doesn't
to
matter.
work.
We went back to work and then we went to Tahiti. But
we didn't go from the courthouse to Tahiti.
We did a 10-day vacation in Tahiti.
Ooh. Sounds exotic.
We did a 10-day vacation in Tahiti and turned off all of our devices, which we had never done. And
that was very nice.
We put away messages that said, we're away and you can't get a hold of us, basically. The world didn't fall apart, and it was an incredible experience. Beautiful vacation, a renewing vacation because you forget how attached we are to social media and all that. And they've done studies, and that all increases your stress levels.
Is this boring? Is this boring, you guys?
I'm just saying, take a break from social media and technology for a week out of your life, and it's great. Okay. So anyways, back to the devices. Let's see what the next question is.
Yeah, right? We're recording all this on devices. We actually do love devices because they allow us to do things like this and connect with you guys. Mm-hmm. I feel like my Sudafed is making me a crazy person.
Well, I'm not sure it's the Sudafed, Kate.
Oh, burn. All right, next question.
House Beach on Instagram says, how do you keep an unhealthy relationship with Joey after spending...
What? Joey can't read, guys.
House Beach on Instagram says, how do you keep a healthy relationship with Joey after spending so much time with each other at work? It's a multiple level question because it's another question was also asked a lot about sort of our working relationship and what we do, etc.
Yeah, a lot of people... don't don't necessarily know that Joey is the co-founder of Mr. Kate with me. So Joey is very, very integral behind the scenes, and obviously in any of the videos we do. But behind the scenes, he's a VIP, a very important person. Because he basically does... He basically does a lot of the business stuff, like any of the deals that we're making, he's reading the contracts and negotiating, and so he does a lot behind the scenes. And
that was the worst answer ever. It sounds like I read your contracts, basically.
Okay.
We both decided several years ago we wanted to start this company so that we could work together, basically. Because,
well, we wanted to join forces.
Yeah, because you were acting, I was in a band, and so we were kind of always having to go off and do things with other people. And we were like, well, how do we combine this all so that when we down the road have a kid or something, like the company is something that we're doing together. It's just it'll just be a better life, we thought. So we set out and made Mr. Kate.
I mean,
no?
That's kind of not really how it happened.
Okay, well, you go ahead.
This is what's good about He Said, She Said, because obviously we even have different memories. Well, we joined forces on this because you have your set of talents, which Joey was he majored in drums and also...
I didn't major in drums.
Well, whatever.
I majored in business.
I thought you had a double major. I was going to say...
I majored in business and music production and engineering.
Oh, okay, well, fine.
It's way different than majoring in drums.
I thought you had a double major where you majored in drums and music business. I was giving you a double major, but no, you just wanted one major, so fine. I was saying that you were an overachiever, but okay.
No, I have two majors, but neither of them are drums.
Oh, okay, well, fine. He was, you know what? This is like, apparently we still have more to learn about each other, which is great. You have a long relationship, and you continue to learn about each other. It's wonderful. But the question was, how do we maintain a healthy relationship working together? And I feel like, that's such a tough question because it really is a personality thing, I think. I think the fact that within the business we have such clear-cut roles, like Joey is amazing at what he does, and I'm pretty good at what I do. So, and we really appreciate that about each other.
Yeah, we stay out of each other's way.
Stay out of each other's way. Mutual respect is so important, being able to listen and compromise. Joey is one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, and he's really good at looking at the big picture, and he's also has a very, very healthy awareness of self and ego, and because I think he probably experienced a lot being in a band and having to kind of work out like dynamics being in a band. I think that
we're basically a band.
Yeah, like you're
Bumblebee and the Beatkeeper.
Yeah.
Oh, Bumblebeat
and the Beatkeeper. So yeah, I think that we have our very clear-cut roles within both our business and personal relationship, and they just work. And we're really good at just like confronting issues as soon as they come up.
I don't get when people say like, I don't understand how you work with your significant other, and like, no offense to people who have that opinion, but like, it's the most amazing thing in the world. Like, I can't imagine the opposite of that being
better.
Yeah. But
because we get to see each other all the time, and like so many people say like, oh, I'm working so hard, it's so like hard to work on my relationship, and like, you know, our challenge is just making sure that we have a balance so that our business relationship doesn't also become our personal relationship.
Well, I mean, like, this is our weekend right now, and we're filming this. We're going to spend, we got to film this, we got to edit it, blah, blah, blah. And like, but fortunately, we enjoy that. But I guess I get what you're saying is like, it's like you got to keep the romance, keep it like less like you wake up in the morning and it's like, what do we got to work on today? And sometimes you got to like check yourself. That's why the do not disturb on your phone is good. Like after 6 o'clock, I turn that on so that I'm not pulled back in. What?
You don't turn that on at 6 o'clock.
I turn it on weekends.
More like 10 p.m.
Look, unprompted. It's on right now.
Yeah, because we're filming a video.
No, I don't. It was already on.
Okay.
Point is, you do have to separate the work from the relationship.
Yes.
So that you can still have romantical moments.
Yes.
Hashtag romantical.
Hashtag romantical. Having the separation is really important, and also just liking each other. We like each other.
The separation from social media, not separation.
Oh yeah. Separation, right? But like
not even social media. Social media. I'm not on social media much. I mean.
Okay, well we are talking too much about this.
Okay, all right. Let's move on.
In summary, we love each other.
Yeah.
And we also like each other.
Yes.
Do you know what that means?
Isn't it obvious?
Well, meaning we really enjoy each other. We're really good friends. We have so much more in common besides the fact that we run a business and also run a romantic relationship.
Both successful.
Damn. Okay.
Lots of cheersing going on, even though we're drinking coffee.
All right, next question. Oh, well, we kind of answered that. Joey, Steph, Ress answered, how did you get your start? I'd love to learn the history of Mr. Kate and how you got to where you are now. So, like...
That's fine. We answered that.
Yeah, we talked about how we started. We didn't really necessarily get into the nitty-gritty of how we got to where we are now, but maybe we'll continue talking about that in other episodes.
Yeah, we got plenty of time. I feel like the people out there want us to switch subjects.
Okay.
They're like, okay, enough about
you guys.
Who cares? I like this one for you.
Okay.
On Instagram, Sam _ I was going to say, what's your name? Sam _ what's her name asks, tips on how to find your personal style? By the way, I love watching your videos.
That was like a little cat face. It's a cat face.
That's good.
Little cat face emoji.
So tips on finding your personal style.
Okay, well, first of all, thank you for enjoying the videos. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Obviously, couldn't do it without people like Sam loving the videos. I say 2015 should be the year where everybody takes chances with their style, because you guys know that I often say, because why not, apply to style and design stuff. And I think that that is so the mantra for people who want to find their personal style, because it is the most harmless thing to experiment with. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, sure, everyone's going to have an opinion, but it's if you spend your life trying to appease everyone's opinion, you're going to not have a very fulfilled life. So if you like it, wear it, at least try it, see how you feel, see how it feels walking around. Just go to the grocery store wearing something unique or interesting, or experiment. Go to the thrift store so you can try new cuts of things and not have to spend a ton of money.
I think I have two tips.
Yeah, what are your tips?
Well, 2014 for me was the year of button-ups because I'm a big t-shirt wearer. I like to be a casual type dude, and if I allow myself to be grubby, I will. So I made a rule that I wasn't allowed to buy t-shirts because I knew if I had them, I would wear them. So that's one style tip.
That's true, and you guys probably have noticed this about Joey, that he loves button-ups. In most of the videos that we do, he is wearing it, and he likes to button it up right here.
Yeah, I like to be classy. Mm-hmm. And then my second style tip is if you're in the dressing room and you look at it and you go, oh, that's pretty weird.
Get it.
Get it.
That's a good tip. Be weird. Get weird. Get weird in 2015.
It always pays off. I mean, you just find it more playful and like more entertaining later. Like what you're wearing should entertain you. Definitely.
And I think that like your attitude about it should be one of a non-apologetic attitude about what you wear. Like if you have woken up and chosen to wear this thing, don't apologize. If people are like, whoa, what are you wearing? Don't go, oh, I don't know. Do you like it? Is it okay? go, yeah, I know. Cool, right? It's fun. I don't know. I just thought I'd try something new. And people go, oh, okay, cool. Like they'll at least respect the fact that you're trying something new and different, even if they don't personally like it, which again, you can't please everybody. So don't try because it's impossible.
And that's what's up on the style tip. On he said, she said, she said, she said. On he said, she said. He said, she said. Say that 10 times really fast.
He said, she said, he said, she said. He said, she shells by the seashore.
You gave up. He said, she said, 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 he said, she said.
Ugh, you sound like a Nazi.
Did it.
Oh, I like this one. Samantha E. Curtis asks, what home decor project did you fail at? And what did you learn from the experience? Wow, good question. As you guys know, we do a lot of home decor projects now. I'd like to think that we don't really fail at any of them. But that being said, you got to start somewhere. And we definitely have ideas that are more successful in our minds than they end up being in real life. And also vice versa. Sometimes there's an idea that I'm like, oh, I don't know. It sounds fun and cool. And then it like blows me away and it's so much better. I do have one memory of something that when Joey and I were first together, Joey lived in Boston and I lived in LA and we were doing long distance for like the first 2 years of our relationship. And during that time, he moved into a new apartment. Or actually, it was like a duplex. I don't know. It was in Boston, one of those old houses split in half. And he had like the attic room, and he shared it with a couple guys. And I mean, you guys probably know that guys sharing houses is like scary. The bathroom was really scary.
Hey, I cleaned that bathroom.
You cleaned it. He cleaned it before I came over, which was like so sweet. And I did appreciate it.
I didn't just clean it before you came over.
You did. You told me you did.
Yeah, but we cleaned it. It was, yes,
well,
I agree.
It was just like a very rundown, like
yeah.
rough around the edges. So in an effort to kind of, and he was like bummed out about it because at that point you'd wanted to move to LA, but like you couldn't yet.
Yeah, I was making a record.
You were making a record, so you had to stay in Boston. So I was like, I'm going to help Joey decorate his room to make it like just to make him more excited to be there. And this was like very early in me experimenting with interior design and stuff. So, and because it was a rental, he couldn't do much. And so I wanted to give him stripes on his wall. And I got like a spool of ribbon and I made like pinstripes down the side of the wall, which like in theory is cool. Like I use double-sided tape or something like that to stick them on the wall because I thought like, oh, it'd be cool. Like it's kind of manly to have stripes. Unfortunately, the tape didn't hold it very well. And he had these like saggy stripes on his wall. And then I didn't really want to spend like any money doing it. And so I also collected some sticks from outside and threaded some ribbon around those and like put those around like his headboard posts, which looked kind of like he was like being burned at the stake. So I feel like that was like a little bit of a fail.
It's funny. We've never talked about that room before.
I know.
I didn't necessarily. I don't think it was necessarily your fault. I think I didn't want to be there, but yeah, I would agree. I think that you've had finer moments.
Yeah.
Sorry. I appreciate the effort.
But you know what? What's so important about those kind of moments is you learn from them.
Yeah.
Like I now know, okay, like stripes on walls are really cool, but now I know that I can't do them with ribbon, and I learned from the mistake. So.
Yeah. You know what? One design mistake I learned, or I think we learned from too.
What?
We found that giant frame on the street that was broken into pieces.
Yeah.
Like huge, like thick, like
beautiful,
old gold painted wood, but like
very
cracked
ornate.
In a bunch of pieces, very ornate. So I took it out of the trash and glued it together and made it back into a frame.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, this is going to be so cool
on
our wall.
We hung it on our wall.
It was behind our heads in our old apartment and
behind the couch.
It looked great. And one night, like months later, we're sitting there watching a movie or something, and we just kind of hear like a little like, and turns out there was like termites or something in the
I don't
frame.
know.
We looked at the top of the frame and there was a mound, because we couldn't see the top of the frame where we were. There was a mound of like sawdust from where some animal got it. So anyways, turns out that there was a little critter living inside the frame.
I don't think it was a little critter. I think it was critters, and we took it out.
Fortunately, they didn't get into our place. We caught it early enough, and they were just enjoying eating the frame. But needless to say, that frame went away.
Yeah.
So lesson learned.
I mean, it's a tough lesson because I do love
and really the only way
stuff.
to like the only way to guarantee you don't have them is either to like cook the thing in like intense heat. You can actually like cook it so that it kills bugs, or you have to like basically gas it. So you're probably not going to do either of those things, right? So really the only solution is to like kind of poly it up, seal it up.
Yeah, I mean, this is like a very rare case, and I mean, we've picked up so much stuff off the side of the road, like chairs and whatnot. And I think a nice coat of like a glossy paint or a sealer or polyacrylic or something will just seal in those wood fibers and shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. Or you could just buy new stuff.
You could buy new stuff. Or you could bake it, as Joey says.
You can bake things.
I don't know where you would be able to fit a big frame like that. Okay.
I think you actually are supposed to wrap it in a bag and gas it, but whatever.
Okay, so I feel like this is going really well. And
thank you.
What should be our final question? I feel like this is a good question for the new year, since this is our first one in 2015. The real Mari Chewy on Instagram said, or asked, how do you keep the inspiration going? I started blogging mid this year and it's so easy to get discouraged. I would love some tips. Love you. Love you too. So yeah, I feel like that's maybe that should be our last question we answer.
Sure.
2015 is the new year in general is just a good time to like get re-inspired, right? Mm-hmm. And I think obviously this is a question specific to people who blog, but like you could apply this to anywhere.
Anything, because you want to be inspired in the job you're doing. Mm-hmm. So how do you keep inspiration, basically? Just in life, I think. No?
Yeah.
How do you keep daily inspiration? How do you stay inspired and engaged in your everyday sort of flow?
I think what's key for me about inspiration and about being committed to something is holding yourself to a high standard and then really giving yourself like the kudos and enjoying when you achieve those things. So for me, when I started blogging, my goal was to blog every day. Even if I wasn't sure what I was going to blog about, it kind of forced me to examine my life in such a way where I was like, okay, well, I have to blog today, so what is inspiring me today? And it would just kind of force me to look at things from that perspective. So I don't blog now daily anymore. It's like more like every other day, but I'm doing a ton of other stuff. But I think that's a good challenge. And I also was then like really proud of myself when I did do it every day. So I think set goals for yourself and then also give yourself the kudos when you achieve those goals, because it can be a downward spiral to also set goals in case you don't achieve them. So set realistic goals.
Yeah, and I think do things that keep you from being stressed out. Mm-hmm. So you can have those moments in your mind, like, wake up and meditate for 5 minutes where you're just sitting there breathing, thinking about nothing and sort of letting your mind wander, and then just kind of getting those clear moments where you kind of get energized.
Re-energized. I mean, they talk about like people have like writer's block. The best cure for writer's block isn't to sit there beating your head trying to think of something. It's get up and go for a walk, or go hang out with a friend, or look at something inspirational online or something like that. Just something to like change your mind, because there's other parts of your mind that'll like keep working, and then you come back and it's like either the experience you just had will help you, or your mind has kind of digested things and things come to you.
You know what a good app?
What?
Flipboard. because you can basically fill it with all of the things you would normally be inspired by, and it just constantly updates with things. There's so much on the internet to get inspired by.
Yeah. Okay. So for people who don't know, Flipboard is this. It's basically like an aggregate news app, but it's really visual, and you can put it on your phone, and you just sort of flip through, and you can set your.
Yeah. When you sign up, it asks you basically, what do you like?
Right.
And
It's
so,
like a dating website for news. No, it isn't.
But
You set your preferences. Like, I like photography. I like decor. I like celebrity news. Whatever.
for me, my Flipboard is like business, entrepreneurship, design, a couple other like nerdy things. And if I'm having a dry spell, I can open up my Flipboard and instantly be inspired because it's very sort of targeted to the things that inspire me. So my suggestion maybe would be to start a Flipboard account and just make the Flipboard not about news, like about things that would inspire you.
Cool. I like that. And I think also another thing for me, I don't personally, he's giving himself kudos, which is good. He's learning. So yeah, and I definitely think like in terms of New Year's resolutions, like setting yourself up for things, I think be forgiving of yourself is gonna be my lesson, because I set so many like lofty goals for myself, and then if I don't do things, I beat myself up. So,
and also don't size yourself up. Comparison is like the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
Look at social media for inspiration, watch people that you may be in the same field with as inspiration, but don't ever look at it and judge yourself against it.
Ooh, that actually makes me think of something that I kind of really practiced this last year, is being truly happy for people. I feel like it's a hard exercise, because like when you're in school or, growing up, like it's hard not to be competitive, especially when you're a teenager and you're kind of like, you compare yourself to people so much. And I mean, being an adult, you do too, but learning how to be like truly happy for people, and rather than like going like, oh, that's cool that they got that, but like, I want it, is such a rewarding exercise. It's hard. It's hard because you immediately compare yourself like, oh my God, they got that. Do I need it too? Or whatever. Or I wish I had it. But if you can like go and find the moment of like, that's awesome, I think it's good karma.
So that's your challenge this week.
Learn how to fart glitter and
practice being happy for people.
Yeah.
And not comparing.
It's tough. It's a tall order.
All right, so what kind of things would we want to talk about in He Said, She Said in future episodes?
Yeah, I mean, I want to hear from everybody, because...
Well, yeah, I guess what do you guys want us to talk about?
I mean, we could talk about more about relationships. We could talk about, like, hilarious, weird things. I feel like we had a very, like, spiritually, motivation and whatever, but we could definitely get...
Yeah, I think send us, if you're having relationship issues, send us those text messages, and we will tell you what the next text message should be.
Yes. Like, he doesn't mean text us. You mean, like... Send
us the
like,
if you're like, I don't know what to say back to this person. I went on a date with them and then they texted me this, which seems like weird.
What should I say back? They said this. What should I say back? Kind of thing.
Because we crush those conversations.
We think that we're really good at giving.
Also, if you want to hear our opinion on something.
Yeah, I mean, anything life, design, style, relationship, or just hilarious, like, we'll answer, like, intimate questions, too.
Yeah, or if you're like...
I mean, not, like, you know what I mean. Like, just real problems. Like, real legit problems.
Yeah.
Emotional problems.
Boxers or briefs?
Joey likes...
briefs.
Now you like brief. Wait, what? Yes, you like briefs. Sorry, I get confused. Yeah, you like briefs. Joey likes like...
You like boxers or briefs on guys?
I don't like baggy boxers. That I like your briefs, or you even have those little like boxer briefs, the like little tiny short ones. Those are cute. He looks very Euro when he's wearing those. They're like the Euro bathing suits. I like those. No, baggy boxers. Like it just gives me the EBs thinking that people put
It's
pants over them.
it's middle school.
But I mean, like you get like wrinkly, like
Yeah,
that would be the
it doesn't make any
worst.
sense. They
And
ride
you
up
got
on
like your
junk.
balls just
Yeah,
like flopping around down there. Like just rein it in, rein it in, boys. Get some tighties or some boxer briefs in the new year, and just like no flopping.
There you go. I think that
Hard hitting.
could sum it up.
Okay.
So let us know what you thought.
Please. Comment. Let us know what you want us to cover next time.
Ask questions for next time in the comments.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Submit your question via a comment on the video or on the blog or on Instagram. We are always checking all of it, so there's lots of options.
So that's what I said.
And that's what I said.
Just made that up on the spot.
Yay, Joey. So, yeah, he said, she said. We said it.
That we did.
Bye.
Bye.
He said.
She said.
Mwah. Mr. Kate.